All right, yo, guys, this is Mo Vernon and Mu. Right now, I'm at CNE Exhibition 2014, and beside me is always stylish and amazing Mark Holmes right here for Platinum Blonde. Nice to see you here, and we're talking about the nice weather here.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, we're very lucky to actually have a nice day because we seem to be, well, not really cursed. I mean, we played lots of concerts in Toronto years and years ago, and we've always had really good weather. But the last two times we tried to play here, both of them got like heavily rained out. We're not just talking rain, we're talking about monsoon.
Especially in Toronto, which is rare.
You
Right?
could see all the equipment just going back and forth, and the place was packed with people just standing in the rain waiting for it to happen. I felt terrible telling them that we couldn't play, but you know, nature happens. But nature's been kind to us today, so.
That's good. Looking forward to your performance. And you know, you guys started up in Toronto, in Canada. Now you're performing here at CNE in front of the crowd. What is it like coming back here and perform to the Canadian home crowd?
It's going to be great, you know. I feel, and being an immigrant myself, it's really nice to feel like you're part of something, you know. And I'm always embraced as a local, which is really nice. It's like it's really warm, so we feel really good about that. And I think Toronto is a strange animal, you know. It's really we generally play almost everywhere but Toronto, and so it's going to be a homecoming, really. I think it's really. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there tonight, and they're going to, hopefully hear what they want to hear and new stuff too. So,
Well, speaking of new stuff, like you guys have a lot of hit singles with different generation, impacting different people in the generations. What is like to be back with new single now and after the album, as well as reunion with your band back now?
what I like about it is when we play our new stuff, when we look into the audience, we see a sea of people singing along, and the fact that the record really did well, and the fact we really opened a lot of people's eyes to that a band that can come back after many years and put hit records out, and we're recording another one for next year, and I think. We're more of an album band. We like to don't just release singles and stuff. We like to do albums, and I think gives our audience more depth. And also when Crystal Castles did Not in Love and Robert Smith sang the lead vocal on it, that really opened us up to the rest of the world and a lot of people investigating the band, because we never really. We stayed away for so long and came back with such a big impact. I think the band developed a cult status, and that has also helped us with the younger crowds, as you'll see tonight. It's quite a young crowd that know all our stuff and especially know the new stuff. Right, that's what it was recorded for. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was very one single, their first single, like name, Beautiful. Yeah. It really hits me too because. It was very modern, it's very beautiful, and you were ripped in the music video. Like, do you work out a lot too? Or?
Yeah, when you have to run on stage as if you're still 19 and 18 years old, you better work out really hard, because I think our crowd, although the classic fans get older and there's a lot of new fans, they want to see us a certain way and should always see us a certain way, and we shouldn't age. Apparently we're not allowed to age, so we just don't do it. In fact, probably one of the worst things a musician can do is grow up mentally. So once you grow up, you can't write songs anymore. So we've definitely don't do that. So my message to you is don't grow up, because it's a trap.
Yeah, man. We will always stay young and be youthful and continue to be creativity.
Yeah, I think creativity keeps you that way. If you keep on the conveyor belt that this is the world going around and don't get off to watch, keep on it, and I think your life is far more enriched. There's a saying where most people die at the age of 24 and are buried when they're 84. In other words, they just stop as a new generation comes around. They don't progress with them. Where if you progress and you keep on the world, you keep on that belt and you stay with the merry-go-round, it's far more fulfilling life. And I think you can always add something to that and be relevant. And one of the things that's been said about the new record is that it's relevant, and hearing that is really the biggest compliment you can get because of all the things that are going on today in technology. It's good to know that you still have some relevance in the music industry.
I totally believe what you said and agree with you because it was really relevant. Seeing that the imagery, the music video, the lyrics, and the modern of the music, you guys have evolved. And the second single, Valentine's, which is completely quite different from Beautiful. Like Zombie has become like, you know, The Walking Dead. It becomes very relevant, and you guys have that energy into that music video. Tell us about that because it looks like a very fun video that it was.
It
made.
was the funniest thing is we got a review on the video in the Vancouver Sun, and they said, well, it looks like a B horror movie, and I think they may have said it in a negative way, but the whole time we were filming it, we wanted to make it look like a B horror film, and so we achieved what we wanted to. The effects are interesting. You know, Serge's hand comes off and the drummer's leg breaks, my teeth fall out, the bass player's bobbing his head back and forth, his head falls off. I think it's just fun stuff, right? And that's what B movies were all about, you know, a sort of shock therapy. And plus we wanted to poke a bit of fun. It's like polar opposite from the last one. We want to poke a bit of fun at ourselves as well, just to make sure people know that we're not always just dressed up in glamorous gear and all that.
You can be fun guys, bunch group of fun guys as well.
Yeah, fun guys, which is, don't mistake that with a plural of fungus.
Awesome. Now, you know, during all these years, and you know, you guys have your own path, and now back together reunion. What is something that you learn or that helps, that you think you all bring in valuable experience to add into these new albums, new singles that you learn and come back?
I think being a DJ for so long and being involved in EDM for I don't know how many years, doing a lot of remixes and things like that, it's kept me very much on the cutting edge. You know, I've always had to be trying to think of things before other DJs think of them, and I think that really helped with the band, and that's probably why that newer sound is so much in your face. And you know, it also helps when you've got friends like you know, Alp doing a remix for you and stuff, and you do, and we also do like French versions of some of the songs. So it's kind of it's just I think if you're not creating and if you're just touring, playing your old stuff, in a way you're just carefully preserved but not living. If you constantly strive for more and more and set the pole really high for yourself, like how hopefully we have done, then you just keep creating and hopefully people will always find something of value to what you do.
Totally agree with that. Last question. You know, social media has been playing a big part in promoting and marketing for different bands and groups. How do you, are you social media active, and how do you evolve with, that's how the society is being making right now with social media?
I think as far as our involvement with social media, many of the artists you see with, you know, thousands and thousands of followers, generally it's a company that's doing that, sorting that out. We haven't gone that route yet. Our Twitter and Facebook has grown organically with people just joining. We don't actively seek out followers or likes on our Facebook. They come because, you know, people are curious, and that's probably the best way to keep them, because so many people, you know, you see hundreds of thousands of followers, and you know how many of those are actual real followers. Yeah, right. I think we all know that now. So when you see our Facebook or Twitter, and you know they're real followers, you can scroll down until your eyes get sore. You know, there's people writing stuff all the time. Yeah.
Right. So you know what? Thanks for having me here, Mark. No worries. And I can't wait to have this great weather, amazing Friday evening here at CNE 2014 with Mark Holmes right here and Platinum Blonde. And best of luck to the rest of more amazing music and album to come.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you. And Mo Verney's out here.